Hey guys, so what started with a pretty normal night of Multiversus turned into something else. So my friend Ryan decided to review Thor Love and Thunder, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever experienced. So I chopped it up, edited it together, and I hope you all enjoy. Obviously spoilers ahead, so if you want to see the movie and don't want to get spoiled, go watch it. Or according to Ryan, don't watch it.
So, I'm gonna talk about Thor: Love and Thunder because I saw it today, and I legit think it's one of the worst Marvel movies ever made. So you start out, and basically what happens is that it shows like a video of no context of like this dude with his daughter, and like they're in the desert, and like the daughter dies in the dad's arm, and I'm kind of thinking like, okay, strong start. I have no idea what is happening. And like that happens sometimes with Marvel movies, but there's like always that little like, I guess, there's always that little like introduction a little bit, like how this relates to the main character, but like it doesn't give any context. And then the dude is like, the dude's like a really religious dude. So what he does is that he finds a savannah in the desert.
Religion.
Yeah, that he goes to, and there are a bunch of gods, and he sees the god that he worships, and
he's a high priest of Deuteronomy.
No, the god is just like, I don't care about my followers. You guys exist to suffer. Like, why do you even follow me? Like, why do you even follow me? Like, I'm not here to help you. We're here to celebrate, like, this god that got killed by this one sword that can kill only gods. So, what does the follower do after he gets absolutely shit on by the god that he's worshipped all his life? He kills the god, and, like, there's, like, there's a bunch of gods, like, every god that you can think of is probably in this movie. Like, and then it shows back to Thor, who's like saving this village, and he's with the Guardians. The Guardians aren't even in it for like 30 minutes. Psych! They're not even in it for like 15, honestly. Because after like he kills the god, like they show up, the Guardians and Thor are helping this people. And before all this happens, Thor is like having this sort of like flashback to like how he ended up where he is. And Korg is like in the background narrating it, which was funny. At first.
Wait, they kept the bit going?
It got really, really annoying.
Oh god.
Because, oh my god, like, it's funny because he's like the most normal sounding Joe Schmo character ever. But at a certain point, you just have to ask, like, man, I wish like someone who actually knew what they were doing, like, did this voice.
Wait, I have to talk about this?
Morgan
No,
Freeman.
wait, I'm gonna interrupt this. I'm gonna have this conversation. I hate the movie. What's the movie? No, see, but that's the problem. Like, all right, no, we're not gonna. I'm gonna cut this part out. But basically, like,
in here after I'm about to completely rip this movie apart.
All right, continue.
So after Thor saves the village after the Korg does his shitty or stuff, the people who like he goes in, they're like, it's these monsters that are attacking this church, and the people that are like worshiping this church are like, thank you for saving us. So Thor like takes out all the monsters, but he destroys the church in the process, and the church people are like, thank you for saving our thing. And Thor's like, oh, I'm sorry about the church. And he's like, let's not talk about the church. and so he's like, and as a reward for saving us, we'll give you these 2 screaming goats. And I'm not kidding. They are 2 giant screaming goats.
Wait, like the meme?
Yes.
Oh, fucking
I'm not kidding when I say they scream the entire movie. And like the best part about this entire scene is that like the Guardians of the Galaxy's entire mood just reflects what I was feeling the entire movie. Like they just wanted to get out.
They wanted to go home.
They just wanted Thor gone, dude. So after they save them, Thor finds that one of his friends is in trouble. Some Asgardian person that I don't even remember anymore, is like in trouble. So they part ways, and Guardians are like, you gotta learn to love, man.
You already know how to thunder. You gotta learn how to love.
No, that comes later.
Oh
Trust me.
no,
I'll
it
learn
doesn't.
on
Shut
the-
up.
So, basically, he says like, you gotta learn to love, man. You gotta figure out like who you are. So so it's basically just him, Frog, and 2 screaming goats at this point. So
What?
I know. Yeah, they kept the 2 screaming goats, and literally the Guardians is like it's Rocket, it's Groot, it's Mario, it's Drax, it's who's Gamora's sister?
Nebula?
Yeah, Nebula, and that guy who took the guy who, not the blue guy, but the dude who took his arrow thing. Not Yondu's successor, I guess.
Victory!
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
know.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I don't
wait,
remember
wait,
his
wait,
name
wait, wait, wait. One more time. I'm sorry. I just got like the coolest multiverses kill ever, and I got distracted. Continue.
The whole movie is just instant transmitting throughout the world, and like Thor just lifts Stormbreaker, and lifts Stormbreaker, and they're at that place, and they're like trying to help the person, or they're trying to help their friend, and basically it's like, oh, the God Butcher is coming after us, which is a kind of
That's
cool
Christian
name.
Bale, right?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
The God Butcher, because like he has the only sword that can
Fell
he has
gods.
the only sword that can kill the god.
Yeah.
So he takes her and brings her back to New Asgard, which like has turned into a tourist attraction and a
Jesus.
fishing country. Like, and you know, like Valkyrie is the mayor, or not the mayor, but like
the person in charge.
Queen. Yeah, the person in charge. Like, she's like signing documents and that kind of stuff. She literally, like, there's literally an Old Spice ad in the movie. Like, they asked, I know, and she's like, they literally get it. And you know the like joke they had where like in Ragnarok, where they were recreating the scene with like Loki sacrificing himself.
Get help.
In the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, they did that again, but with when Hela, like when Odinson died, and then Hela came through and was like, I'm gonna break your hammer. But and guess who they brought back to play Loki?
Oh.
They brought Matt Damon.
No! No! They didn't. They reused that joke again?
Yeah.
Oh.
And guess who played Hela?
Oh.
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, I hate this movie.
While this is happening too, you flash forward to Natalie Portman, Natalie Portman's character, who, oh my god,
What, Jane was it?
yeah, Jane. I can't believe I forgot the name of that character.
real
Jane,
complex.
Jane, who's honestly the best character in the movie.
So
Yeah,
they made
well-
one good character.
Well, turns out that she has stage 4 cancer.
What?
Yeah, they just kind of dropped that at the beginning of the movie. Like, the God Butcher is just attacking the village, Thor comes down to, like, save the day and do his Thor thing, and so does Valkyrie, and basically everyone in Asgard, because they're, like, a race of fighting people. And then all of a sudden they show, but like the guy with the God Butcher sword is like able to like create shadow monsters. Like he's able to extend the shadow like monsters, which is cool if it was done on literally any other character besides him. But and then it's like everyone's fighting, and it's honestly kind of a clusterfuck, and like
This
you
guy
can't
who's
even.
attacking just random.
This is the dude at the beginning whose daughter died and who killed
Oh,
that god.
the
who's
context
like,
we didn't
I don't care
get.
about you.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Oh, wait, you didn't get
No, like when
No,
at the beginning of the movie you were saying it didn't make any sense.
Red team.
that. Understandable motive. And like as they're fighting, like Thor's like sees like lightning bolts and like Mjolnir sounds, and he's like, Mjolnir? And he's running around like he's like, have you seen my kid? Nor he's like, have you seen my hammer? Like, where is it? Where's my hammer? And like it obviously it shows that like Natalie Portman just got it somehow.
Because sure.
Like I legit
cancer.
don't like, they explain why she's able to pick it up and why she's like able to use it, but like there were like guards surrounding the hammer,
my
so I was
God.
just kind of like, how is she, and it was in a glass container, and she was like unarmed, and that kind
Yoink.
of stuff. I was just like, how the hell was she able to get this thing? That's kind of the whole theme of the movie is loss.
Nice.
Like, yeah, like the
Kind of like how
it's
the
just
Thor
kind of like
movies
don't
lost the plot of what they were.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. So basically,
Come on, it's a good one.
and so the shadow guy comes in, and he's like, and he like shows Thor like, I have this thing that can hurt you, and Thor's like, oh, you have this thing that can hurt me, and use the 2 screaming goats to pull the boat to their destination. I'm not sure how that works, but it just does.
Wait, they
Prepare
use the goats?
yourself.
And
Yeah, they use the goats to pull them, but like Stormbreaker acts as like a magical engine
What
thing.
the
Like
f-
and
Match
Zeus
point.
like chains them up
Blue
with like
team.
electric cuffs,
Zeus
sort
things.
of. And then he's like, let's see who you really are. And he flicks, and like the disguise comes off, but like also Thor's clothes, and there's like a whole joke about like how like Thor is like a giant dick the whole time.
What?
You what?
In a Marvel movie?
I've seen this clip where like he flicks and all of his clothes fly off, and then every woman in the chamber passes out.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's it.
what?
And then he's like, and then Zeus is like, let's see your other friends, and they're just like, no, we'll take our disguise off. You don't have to do that. And basically Thor's like, it's like this kind of back and forth between the two. It's like, listen, you don't need to give us the army, you just need to give us your Thunderbolt. Can you do that? And Zeus is like, no. So he's like, so then
That
Valkyrie's
was
like,
so
just-
cool. I'm sorry, I just did the coolest thing ever. Like, again, it's evolving. Like, I've done that 3 separate times, but it's gotten cooler as time has gone on. Anyway, continue.
So Valkyrie's like, all right, let's time to steal it. And then as they're going, Zeus throws the Thunderbolt, and it impales Korg, and basically you think like, oh no, they killed off Korg, like, but the moment is ruined because as he's like falling apart, he's like Korg goes, Thor, I'm perishing.
Oh
And it
no.
just completely ruins the moment.
Oh.
But then you realize, like, Thor, I'm still alive, and apparently his race only survived through his mouth. Like, that's his weak point, apparently. So he's just like a mask the rest of the movie, and that's
Like a
more
Crash Bandicoot
Like
mask?
Wait,
Yeah,
he's effectively just the head from God of War.
Yep, basically. He literally like Valkyrie ties him to the back of her head, so that he can be like
Like Voldemort style?
so he can be like
Ew,
Yeah,
But
but, like,
ew.
straight up Tom
Bro,
Voldemort
Harry
style.
Potter, yeah.
Prepare
yeah, exactly. No, it is like the guy with the head behind him.
Quirrell,
What's his
yeah.
name? Yeah, Professor Quirrell. But
Quirrell.
Thor gets like angry about this, like before he realizes that Korg is alive. So he throws the Thunderbolt back at Zeus, kills Zeus, and then they basically Korg whistles for the goats, and they just kind of break through. And I don't know why, but Guns N' Roses was just
We're
kind of a
plot
whole.
important.
The goats, I don't know why they keep showing up. They just scream the whole time,
The
dude.
goats are integral to the plot.
Deus Ex Godima. Deus Ex Godima.
Man, they really are the
So,
goats.
so Valkyrie goes up on the pedestal, steals the Thunderbolt, and then they get out of there. They get to the shadow realm.
I can't. Nah, bro. I thought Jimbo myself. I was like, God damn it.
And they go to the shadow realm, which is basically like the God Butcher's like hideout area, and like they're walking on this like two-dimensional planet, sort of. You know how like it's sort of like basically it's the flat Earth theory if it was if it was an actual thing. You know,
Okay.
where like the Earth isn't round, it's flat, and then like they're
Like real
walking
life.
along this. Yeah, exactly. And then they just jump to this one weird mating ritual where they like hold hands really tightly.
Oh my
going to, like,
God.
for a month, and then like a new rock person. So he finds a mate who, get this, his name is Dwayne.
No.
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 They did that on purpose.
Fuck
They did it
you.
on-
No way. I don't believe you.
Me
That's
and
insane.
It's not a
No,
joke,
it's
though.
not.
They go to like fight it, and the movie ends, but they end with the last line and like, and no one knows what these two are called, but people call them love and thunder.
No.
And I just was like,
Oh, they
And
really
that-
pulled. Oh my god, they pulled the.
Yep, and that's how the movie ends.
That's